What's going on YouTube? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the solo from Metallica's 1991 hit, Nothing Else Matters. I'm going to go real slow and break it down in such a way that even if you're a beginner you should still be able to follow along. Let's dive in. So we're going to start with our ring finger on the 15th fret of the B string and our middle finger on the 14th fret of the G. We'll pick both notes at the same time, but the tricky part is you're going to do a full step bend on the 14th fret of the G like this. From there, you're going to do a full step bend and release on the 14th fret of just the G, and then go down to the 12th fret with your index finger on the G like this. So you put it together, it sounds like this. Okay, so from there we're going to take our ring finger, 14th fret of the G string, we're going to go to the middle finger on the 12, index finger on 11, hammer on the 12th fret back to the 11, like this. Okay. Pinky on the 14th fret of the D, back to the index finger on the 11th fret of the G. Last but not least, middle finger on the 12, pick, then pick and slide to the 14. Put it together, it's... When you put the entire sequence together, it's... So from there you're going to go to the 12th fret of the G, 12, 14, 12, like this. Then it's going to be a full step bend on the 14th fret of the G, and you're going to bar the 12th fret of the B and the E with your index finger. So it'll be like... Pull off the 15th fret of the B to the 12. Okay. Then 15th fret of the G. Back to the 12th fret of the B. Then you're going to go 15, 14 of the G. 12th fret, hammer on 14 back to 12. And lastly, the 14th fret of the D. So let's run through that real quick. This section finishes up with the 14th fret of the G and the B twice. 13th fret, GB once. And then the 12th fret, lastly, of the G. So like... So for the next section, what you're going to do is slide to the 15th fret of the E, then 14th fret, then 12 of the B, like this. Then 15, 14 on the E, then 15 sliding to 17, like this. When you put it together, it's... Alright. Then you're going to go 15, 14, hammer on to the 15, 14, 12, like this. Alright, then 15, 14, 12. So... And the last part of this solo goes 12, 14, 12 on the G. Then that same bend we did at the beginning where you had the 15th fret of the B and the 14th fret of the G, and you do the full step bend on the 14 like this. Pull off to 12 and 14th fret of the D. Then 12 of the G. Full step bend on the 14 of the G. Use your index finger to bar the 12th fret of the B and E. And then from there you're going to go 12 on the B. Full step bend on the 15th fret. Pick and release. right, so let's put it together, and it's... From there, as the solo descends, it's a slow release. All right, so you're gonna 12, 15, 12, then down to 5, 7, 5. So the last part of the solo as it fades out is simple. The tricky part is actually keeping this sustain. So if you have a compression sustain pedal, that's it's great for that. If you don't, vibrato can help keep it going. So you just kind of... Okay, so I just wanted to go over a couple of different points in a solo that might trip you up a little bit. The one hammer-on and pull-off right here. The timing there is just a little bit tricky. You have to be kind of quick to get back to this part here. So it's... So keep that in mind. You've got to get on that hammer-on and pull-off rather quickly. The next part that might trip you up a little bit is the timing on another hammer-on and pull-off here. So it's... That part's a little tricky too if you're a beginner. That timing has got to be just right to keep it moving. So those are a couple of trouble spots in a solo that you might struggle with. So keep that in mind as you're learning it. Alright, so if you guys found this video helpful, as always, please don't forget to sub the channel. If you're curious why I didn't choose to play one of these two Metallica signature instruments in the background, honestly it's because I like beginners to know that you don't have to spend a ton of money on a guitar to get a great playing, great sounding instrument. So with that said, if you're curious about the Harley Benton that I played in this video, be sure to check out this video right here. If you have any questions, by all means, leave them in the comments. I do try to answer all the comments that come through on the channel, and as always, thanks for watching.